Welcome to a new Shadow Sister Healing video. In my videos, I let your shadow meet your light so you can be whole again. And in this pick-a-pile reading, I have 3 different piles, and I'm making this with my Zoom account. So this reading can be long and I don't have to hurry, but I already had a situation with the first pile that I noticed the light was going less. And I was actually thinking that to go somewhere, but actually I cannot go anywhere because it's pouring rain and it is very bad weather in Belgium. But I can make you a reading, and now I was setting better lights. And this will be the second part of my pick-a-pile reading. And the first one was already made in the first part. It was Heart Chakra and the Porcupine and anemone and boundaries. I'm going to introduce you to other piles too. So you can choose. I'm going to link in the description box. I'm going to link there all the first reading and this one. So the second pile you can choose is the Hair and Oak New Opportunities. And there is the third eye chakra. And yeah, the first Heart Chakra is green Aventurine. And this third eye chakra is gray Aventurine, if you want to select the crystals and the chakras. And then the third pile is the Trout and Lily of the Valley and Purification. And then this is Solar Plexus Chakra and yellow Aventurine. And nicely, every single chakras here are actually Aventurines. Green, gray, and yellow. And I want to show you the bag. I'm using this 7 crystal bag, and usually in my readings I'm just using these crystals because I want to allow these readings have kind of like connections. So I'm linking all my chakra readings with these chakra stones. I'm linking them in the playlist. So if you feel drawn to, for example, you get a feeling like, oh, now I'm really interested and curious about heart chakra, then you can go to that how it's called, playlist. In my YouTube videos there is a playlist where I have linked every single video that has something to do with the heart chakra. So then if you see something you're drawn to, maybe that's something for you. So then you can look that as well. But in my bag there is 7 crystals, and I'm always randomly choosing these crystals for the people I read and for these readings, so the universe and the energy, current energy, can come true. And looks like what wanna come true now is Heart Chakra, third eye chakra, and Solar Plexus Chakra. Very powerful things. But in this reading we are talking about connecting to our inner child with the wisdom of spirit animals and flowers. So my aim in this reading is to give you an inner child healing, which is a main theme of my YouTube channel. I'm truly believing that inner child can be happy and creative and safe and all these things, and then the person who is adult can also be that. So, you know, working on these chakras, especially connected to the inner child healing, strongly chakra healing is, you should focus to root chakra, sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. These are key elements because they are connected to that theta state of childhood, when you were in this theta state and you were not in kind of control, you were just under your circumstances, you were like a sponge, you just took everything, and then you were not conscious about it. So there can have happened some wounding. But then heart chakra is connected to the inner child healing in the sense that if the first, for example, the root chakra, the first chakra is blocked, the safety, security, just the basic needs are not there, then the heart gets blocked. And unblocking the heart can be really hard. I have heard like people doing yoga practices or anything, it can be very challenging to open your heart. Me personally, I think that I have caused so much pain during my life. I'm talking in some videos about this. It's very, very private thing. But yeah, I have had a surgery when I was a child. I was having a very happy childhood, no worries like that. But then I had relationship issues, very serious betrayal, abandonment happened in my really late, let's say 40s already. I was already 40 when this happened. So, or 41. So even then you can be traumatized, but it was not inner child wounding in that case, but you can be wounded and you can have a pain and it can affect your heart. Your heart can get blocked. But also the pain can be also a way of opening, because going through the pain, you're always having growth. I don't want to encourage you to have pain in your life, but sometimes you should not be afraid of painful emotions or situations, because it's like growth pain. My child is now 8 years old, and sometimes he's complaining about legs hurting, and actually that's connected to the fact that he's very fast growing. He's going to be a tall boy. I used to have the same in my legs when I was growing up. So sometimes it can be just simple thing. You are growing. You have the growth pain. Pain is part of life, but not excessive. But let's talk about now and start this reading. I put now the first one aside because it's already done. Let's put some tea here. My two favorite things on Friday evening: drinking tea and talking about tarot. And yes, if I forget to mention in this reading, Friday is the day of Frigga, goddess of love. And so I was a little bit putting myself on a date with myself, and then giving to you this goodies, these readings. Hopefully this will really make a difference. And if so, you are always, I'm so happy to hear if anything comes, like some healing comes, that you can always tell me feedback if this helps. So the first reading of these two, I'm gonna do the second pile. So this is the third eye chakra and the heart and oak. And I want to again do as in my previous 7 chakra. I have done readings about spirit animals and 7 chakras. And I use these chakras and the archetypes, Uniting Energy Awareness and Spiritual Growth by Ambika Waters. I've used this book now a lot because this has a nice like wisdom about a certain chakra. And I pick now here a moment that I wanna read. So this is about empowerment. I want to focus on empowerment because we're talking about inner child healing and connecting it. So empowerment is kind of a theme of this reading. You empower yourself whenever you acknowledge that you are doing the right thing for yourself in any situation. We are all limited by the negativity within the collective unconscious, no matter how much we affirm that we want joy, love, and light in our lives. History, collective negativity, and our own limited awareness of the cosmic purpose hold us back from being positive all the time. You empower yourself when you are gentle and kind to yourself and look within to understand what your heart's desire is. Try saying the following affirmations looking into a mirror or out loud. You will gather to you a greater sense of your own power. And I wanted to have this particular thing from this book because looking into mirror and talking to yourself is one inner child exercise that you can do. This is kind of addressing your inner child, like, hey, how are you? I remember you. So this is something that now I just say these affirmations, and you could say this to your inner child looking into your mirror and make a little connection there. going to focus. This is getting jumpy. Okay, excited, third eye. I forgive myself for my own limitations. I always do the best I can in any situation. I listen to my inner voice and let it guide me to peace and happiness. I love and trust that my life is unfolding as it should. I acknowledge that I'm perfect in myself. I give over my negativity to my soft and gentle feelings. I integrate the light and shadowy sides of myself by giving my negativity space to be and then letting it go. I look inside and listen to the messages which guide and protect me. I open to my intuition and trust that goodness is mine. I'm wise. I tap into my inner wisdom and know that all is well in my world. I open my imagination to create the best of all possible worlds for myself. So this is your empowerment for the first. And then we go, and it was a little message. I'm guided by my good feelings. Trust your good feelings. This is part of intuition also. The feelings are messengers, always. So I have my little light messages here also for you. Yeah, I have here the whole pack, but I just took some here. You got one. I use this also in my reading, if you take my reading. So the hair and oak, new opportunities, that is your thing. And in the previous reading, I came up with these kind of puppets that are decorative items. I feel like nature and naked beings are like a nature children without any clothes, or like a little child would be like, oh, you are accepted as you are, sniffing the flower. So let's take this little girl, this woman, and let's put this rabbit there somehow. Let's see the position of this. Interesting time of play. Inner child healing is also always to be playful. So, you know, I'm naturally like this a lot playful. I just wanted to have this rabbit with this. Can we get this? Okay. Can we paste here? Okay, stay. Okay, oh no. Okay, so here we have. And the reading, let's put this more closer. Okay. And it was saying new opportunities. Okay, I'm gonna read from this book about this animal, because maybe it's some message coming through this rabbit also. Here. Okay, it's 3. How is it? How did I? Yeah, it's a number 3. I love this number. It was in the previous reading too. There was a number 3, and I immediately connected to the Empress, because that's in the major arcana. Is the number 3 is the Empress card, and Empress is usually with the bunnies. I think it's really like a rabbits and the Empresses. So yeah, you might have something there now in this reading. Let's see. Being a caring, nurturing mother. New opportunities. Hairs are often symbols of fertility and love. Associated with the Celtic goddess Eostre, yeah, I had this previous reading, actually 7 readings I have done lately, they were all about honoring Eostre. Here, Eostre is still very, very wanting to be heard, having a voice. Celtic goddess Eostre, they represent springtime, a season of birth and abundance. A variety of ancient cultures have linked the oak tree with bravery and vitality. In ancient Greece, the oak was revered as the tree sacred to Zeus. In Norse mythology, it represented the tree of life. And in ancient Celtic and Druidic cultures, the oak was associated with the god Dagda. And the message here for you is from the hare spirit animal. A celebration of good fortune is in order. If you have been in caregiving role, this is a reminder that your sacrifices will be repaid. Interesting. I immediately connect to this. What was the decoration here in this? I was just losing it now. Here in this setting, what was it? This book, these things. Oh, springtime. Okay, I have these flowers clearly here. This is a beautiful thing. Like my best friend was wanting to cheer me up and send me these flowers. This is very illustrating tool. What was the other stuff that I wanted to say now? How did I just lost it? Wait. Sometimes I forget things I was just gonna say. Caregiving, Norse mythology. Ah, yes. It is just not visible because it was kind of almost going off from my window. I have here a paper cut with a tree of life. Interestingly, I have decorated this today. This is Venus paper cut I have made. And this is this will be a postcard set that I will sell eventually. Yeah, this is part of a story I made of the Sandman's daughter. So anyway, this was totally connected to Empress. This was when I made this, I thought about Empress. So that's what was the hair about, also Empress. Yes, we have here some beautiful goddess energy going on. Also the Friday goddess love. Okay, so next thing I'm explaining you. So I have this reading made so that there is 2 cards for the sun and 2 cards for the moon, and then still advice of everything. Sun meaning what you are aware of, moon meaning what you are not aware of, and then advice. We are talking now like connecting to the inner child and the wisdom of spirit animals and flowers for you this moment, this time of the year. And then the whole theme of this reading is new opportunities. So we look into a little bit of new opportunities too, because that's like the theme of this reading, new opportunities and inner child in the midst of it, and even the 3rd eye chakra. So bear with me, I try to have all this sorted out in this one reading. So let's see the first card. Queen of Swords and Poppy, Dream. Actually, this is nice that I just mentioned my illustration that name was Sandman's daughter, because that's also kind of illustration connected to dreams. I see here new opportunities. Dreams are also, you are always, you need a big vision. If you want anything in life, inner child healing also in the sense that, like, try to remember those dreams that you had even as a child. Like, what did you want for yourself when you were so innocent? You didn't know that something is impossible. What was that thing that you wanted to do then? What was something, what was it so impossible? Is it still impossible? But anyway, the Queen of Swords is somebody who know how to focus, who know how to deliver, who know how to get the dreams actually in plans. Like, you can have goals and dreams, but if you don't have the plans and the planning and the deadlines and everything like that, you need that. You need a timeline. You need a strict, like, guidelines. And this Queen of Swords is here to say that yes, you are aware of this. You have these capacities, but focus is very important here. Like Poppy here, of course, I can immediately think about, like, this is like can be like a drug. Like, you get really like a pacing out with having some opium from the poppy. But let's read about this plant, because my main point doing this reading is wanting to bring you really, okay, inner child, but really from the nature, from like a wisdom and even like a medicine, what nature can give you, because we are child from the nature. We are initially child from the nature. So poppy, put this there. See, this is then 41. Dream. Astrological ruler Neptune and Saturn. I'm reading just the key force word because I think it's interesting. Mystery of dream time, the great unknown, the regenerating in darkness, breaking addictive habits, releasing unhealthy relationships, aligning to new intentions. This is a very long text, so let's see guidance from the poppy. Poppy's piercing dual nature and history are closely representative to that of the devil card in the tarot. The devil represents the darkness of material obsession, addiction, and pursuit of false ideals for the sake of vanity and personal gain. The constructs of this reality, Saturn, have enabled a contorted darkness that does not belong to the soul signature of this divine flower, Neptune. Look deeper through the lens of her beauty to find that she embodies the mystical magic of the dream time, the place of unbound potential where we regenerate daily and commune with the divine. Excess and abuse of mystical powers like those of Poppy means that you will likely end up lost in her dark labyrinth. Break the temptation and addiction to thought patterns and experiences that lead to escapism and empty intentions, and align to the light found within the mystical darkness found in the dream time. Interesting that this is warning about this kind of dark labyrinth. We might sometimes sabotage ourselves just having very bad beliefs and ideas. So maybe pay attention to those things. There's something about still how do you use this as a medicine. Says poppies was indeed a popular medicine for a long time before its addictive properties were brought to light. Now it's listed as one of the most harmful drugs in the world, even though to this day its raw material is used to manufacture dozens of pharmaceutical drugs. Interesting that this is such a bad reputation with this. Okay, I'm gonna read about the keywords for the shadow because there is the reverse meaning, because this came through a little bit warning here. So what you should be aware that can be negative things, but you could just be assertive to try to work on them, is lost in the labyrinth, confusion as to what is real, materialism, addiction, unintentionality, obsession, and temptation. Yeah. So, but Saturn was mentioned, and Saturn is also connected to the Empress. It's like the cultivating, like making things. Like I think it's because this is such a focused working person. I have this card on purpose from the Book of Shadow Tarot, from the below deck. I have on purpose this, that we would be more grounded. We would go onto the actual, like a day-to-day life. And here we have Queen of Swords talking about focusing really with the knowledge of the key components of what you're wanting to do. And then we have this dream here as like advice to this, is that yes, make those dreams concrete with words, like putting words to it, really like maybe almost like an action plan, and really like a kind of business plan, like a really write about it as much as you can. Maybe it can become a book also, that dream, but like just make it happen in a sense that you are like putting it to the form, making it real. Okay. Jumping. Okay. Back. Okay. So then what you don't see, this was actually something that you should be even aware of about your dreams and the kind of like getting them materialized, manifested with your higher like intuitive inner knowing skills also. Like you know you have it in you, you can do something. Like this is like the good thing about the poppy is like kind of the dream feels like a dream, like there is already like you can like this track makes you, I think, like a really experience like amazing sensations. But yeah, you have to be rational about like coming to this too. But yes, you can with your mind get there. Then the shadow part. Two of Cups, two chalices. That's actually talking about love, relationship, and relief. So maybe I should have seen immediately all these cards together, but I mean, I see here is what like dream for yourself. Of course, it can be because there is a shadow aspect. Maybe the dream for yourself is connected also to finding a life partner, somebody like who can really understand you, because sometimes like to understand a person, that's the form of like a high intimacy. Like if you are in the relationship and the other person doesn't understand you, you might feel really alone and really like that there is no point. So indeed, let's go into this. What comes out of this? Maybe I read from this chalice what this text said, so we get more into it, a little bit more what this book is saying about it, because maybe I catch something as a big picture seeing that text. Yeah, anyway, with the third eye, we are always having the intelligence that we have to use, as well as Queen of Swords here. Has to have words, has to have swords. What is this? Okay, Two of Cups. So I'm trying to connect the inner child also here. Maybe you need somebody like that is like the fish as an inner child. You were always wanting to find the one. Let's see. These two souls recognize a connection, and the space between them fairly radiates with positive energy. Like attracts like, and so this draw the possibility of love or other deep relationship. And it's about deep emotional connection or attraction. Dream. Yeah. Sometimes, actually, what I'm going to say here now is that sometimes when you are really doing your life purpose, doing what you're meant to do, or like it's very natural to you, that you're aligned, you will, it's like the ikigai, Japanese idea that all the different sectors has to be like to have abundance, and sometimes only one sector is like the work would be abundant, and then the relationship is not. But this tells me that when you go with your like a very action oriented and like realizing your dreams, you are having this kind of higher frequency and this kind of beautiful energy that then the likes attracts likes, like you attract somebody who is as well as visionary or having even the same dream as you have. And that is something that is now in the shadow, you're not aware of, that you are attracting actually somebody who is perfect for you. Because Two of Cups is really like the dream union. Somebody who is really there for you, understanding you, listening all your stories. So then the advice card for this Two of Cups is relief. 2-2. Oh my god. Oh my god, now I get crazy. With these numbers are always magical. Numbers are always like even divine. So when I just suddenly see Two of Cups and 22 relief, there is 2-2-2. There is like a just number 2 repeating. I love to see this. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh, my horses, but this is amazing. What is this relief? Still trying to connect this to inner child also, but I think it would be the childhood dream that you have, like a dream for yourself, to find somebody who is really life partner with your dreams and your life. Relief. So the plant coming here is a lemon balm. Lemon balm makes things easier to beat, eases an overwhelming sense of responsibility, and lightens a too serious mood. And then it gives a crystal. Rhodonite aids in restoration and recovery. I'm gonna list all these names of the plants and then the crystals that I'm reading also in the description box, so you can find later if you want to look into it. You've been carrying a heavy load for too long now. The overwhelming sense of responsibility has grown all out of proportion to the reality of the situation. Relief is at hand. All you have to do is reach out and grasp it. But in order to do that, you must release what you are clutching. Let it go. You don't need to carry it anymore. I have carried the burden for long enough. It is time to let it go. I release the burden to the divine and accept the relief that comes as I let go. I let myself rest. I felt this came really for myself because when I was doing my move, I kept a lot of stuff that I should have maybe throw away, and sometimes now I connect this to the like a period of spring, like a spring cleaning, like to get the extra crap out of your life, like cleaning, spring cleaning. Maybe your inner child really needs that. Like you are like looking everything like kind of what is Maria Kondo, like does this thing bring me joy? And if not, then lovingly release that. Yes, affirmation of this reading could be already, does this thing bring me joy? This new opportunity also, does this thing bring me joy? And that is the message of your alignment. If you are like so happy doing something, if you are like having a moment with some person, that because this is in the shadow, you don't even realize like this could be the person for you. But like, does this thing bring me joy? Am I like laughing and happy when I'm with this person? That could be your affirmation, like a proof that this is your person. Okay. Let's see this general advice for this third eye chakra pile. What is, and I'm introducing it now. Oh, in this reading, we have here the advice cards from the Shaman Stream Oracle. These are just dropping them. Too much energy is around. Shaman Stream. Let's see. Caterpillar opportunity. This just dropped, didn't it? And new opportunities, opportunity. Wow, it's the same message. It's the same message as the beginning to the end. Number 4, number 3, number 4. That's like a sequence. So, what is then your opportunity here? That is like clearly said. What is the opportunity? That's interesting. Caterpillar. Cat and erpillar. Transformation, opportunity, independence from conditioned responses. The energy of caterpillar appears heralding a time of transformation and opportunity. Here you are being asked to revise your dreams. If it looks and smells familiar, step away from it for the time being. The new cannot emerge from the old, and the youthful and vital cannot emerge from the aged and sickly. Experiment and surprise yourself with what arises for you in this moment. Caterpillar is an invitation to test out a new strategy to get a different, better result. Yes, sometimes if you always get the same result, maybe you should change your ways, like with the partners. Also, if you always get the bastards, I mean, this is not a bastard, but if you get the bastards, maybe it's time to recognize who is really there for you. Who is there thinking about you? You. Thinking. Okay. So where was I? Caterpillar is an invitation to test out a new strategy to get a different, better result. Remember that the definition of lunacy is continuing with the same thinking and behavior and hoping for different outcome. Yes, the same stuff. It's time to break away from habitual responses to surprise yourself and startle others, eliciting a smile or frown or look of awe from those around you. Do not wait for an invitation from life to practice a bit of outrageousness or for permission to do the unexpected. Any other response right now will lead to more of the same and no real change. Sometimes the most original response is no response whatsoever. Start stock still, staring steadily into the eyes of the players in your drama, avoiding engagement until the moment is right. Caterpillar invites you to witness the story unfolding, knowing that deciding on the timing of your action is as essential as finding the best move to make. And when you do act, let there be no doubt in anyone's mind of your determination and the power you unleash. Wow, that's amazing. They were talking about a lot of things of these cards here. Like it was coming together, like really there is this kind of like sometimes you might be you should be aware of this patterns you had, like if you were having unluck with love or something, maybe there was this kind of patterns that you repeated and you always get the same result. So you should like wake up a little bit, but then also sometimes the bad things are coming exactly when you are like too much like hasty to do something, like you are not patient enough to see the things unfold. Like best thing in any relationship is to be like not focus to the outcome but to the journey, like what is bringing you joy, who are like a beautiful mirror for you to understand, like okay, they are seeing the good in me, they are reflecting the good of me, not that they make me also better being around. Like really, yeah, opportunity. There is an opportunity for you to just trust that things can be good for you. You have a lot of good cards here. Queen of Swords is really a beautiful female energy of like a assertive, wise woman. So she knows what she wants. Can be also that she can be really rude, like when something is not aligned to the dream, she is just saying no, like a inner child, healthy inner child knows how to say no. So Like if this is not your dream partner, then it's not. Like don't entertain something, don't enable something that if it's not for you. Queen of Swords is, there it went. Queen of Swords, rabbit left. Queen of Swords is like very much cutting the crap. No crap allowed. What was this order? So yeah, I mean this went here. This. I'm gonna take this rabbit back. Stay here for us. Rabbit. Or maybe it had something to say. What the rabbit want to say? There is the caterpillar. Okay, rabbit can be kind of like a spring animal. Cat is very sensual and like can be wise. 9 lives. There's time to experiment. Okay, I think I end up your reading here. They got something, and still the light message was, I'm guided by my good feelings. Yes, remember this. If something is good, it's good. Trust the good feelings. Okay, let's put this away and we move to the next reading. Right away, I'm gonna do it in the same one. This. Here we have a third pile. Drought and Lily of the Valley and Purification and Solar Plexus Chakra. So what about, let's put this both man and woman, because we had the man in the first one and we had the female in the let's put this fish, the trout, together with this couple. Let's see what is happening if we do this. The fish between these persons. Okay, do you stay there? Okay, maybe for you to read this, it's better the card is off. Oh, yeah. No, we're not gonna move it anymore. Okay. Is it really purification? Yeah, purification. Okay. Okay. So, drought, Lily of the Valley, and purification. Here we go. So we have solar plexus chakra. This is a warrior and servant archetype playing here. So the servant would be the negative, and the positive that you should aim to is to how to become more like a warrior in life, who has a willpower, who knows how to get things done. That's the key here. We are still talking about connecting to our inner child with the wisdom of spirit animals and flowers. And in the end part of this, stick around, because in the end of the last card will be from advice from the shaman stream. And I feel this is very connected to the flowers and animals, shamanistic message in the end, that maybe puts together a perspective what I'm folding here now. So I decided to read first. Where did I put that book now? I dropped. So I read first you a sentence or a little bit from this book. This was already taken. So we are having my guiding light messages. I'm creative, firstly here. And I select here a place from vitality. I just wanted to connect to this book, okay, is Chakras and the Archetypes, Uniting Energy Awareness and Spiritual Growth by Ambika Waters. I wanted to bring you this book because it beautifully tells some practical empowerment, and I feel this is important in this inner child healing reading, that you get some empowerment. So let's talk about vitality, because that's in the very, very key element of this solar plexus chakra. In order to increase your vitality and energize your solar plexus, you may want to do some brave and courageous things which you haven't allowed yourself to do in the past. Consider what sort of activities would be appropriate for you and help you develop the inner skills to give you a deep sense that you are in command of your life. The following list of activities will help you. And I wanted to give you this list because, I mean, in spring, we go more and more out, and this could be powerful for your inner child to know all these kind of activities that you can engage. Action hero, warrior. Take a trip somewhere you haven't been on your own. Enjoy exploring and getting to know what is interesting and what this place evokes in you. Climb a mountain. Try a sport that is new and adventurous. Start a course or of study of something you have always wanted to know more about. Sell or give away things that don't hold any more allure for you. Talk to someone who frightened you in the past. Talk to a friend or healer who can help you resolve issues about your life which block your happiness and health. Make some decisions about your life which involve going for what you want. Yes, this willpower. Make some decisions about your life which involve going for what you want. Here, this is to start this reading with this empowering message. And then we get the first card I'm using here. I already mentioned in that reading, if you didn't see that. The Book of Shadows Tarot, As Above as So Below. And I took the below deck because inner child healing is about dealing with the low part of chakras, but until the third one. So root chakra, sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra, they are connected to the childhood. How something went wrong there, then you might have got wounding and you have some work to do. So this can be totally inner child healing, dealing with this solar plexus chakra. And now we go with the below deck. So first one is death. Can be a hard card. These are very practical cards for the real life. Selling a house, end of relationship maybe, or selling a house because somebody died, grandma or parents or something. So it's a big change, big transformation. That card is not only something like I would be like a fortune teller telling you like, you're gonna die. No, it's like, it's transformation. It's really this kind of things are gonna change. And even this moment, we are having a big planetary change stuff going on. I don't even know how to explain you everything, but there was this Saturn in Pisces that will be now in 3 years, but it was last time Saturn in Pisces was in 30 years ago. Yes, of course, we have a fish here. Saturn in Pisces, change. And then now it is the Pluto planet thing. What was the, oh my God, you remember? Pluto in Aquarius, was it? I think it's something like that. And it is many, many years the cycle of Pluto, so it will be starting to influence us very. But there was some trick that the Pluto is first now until June, like this in Aquarius, and then it go retrograde, so it's not, and then it go backwards to Capricorn, and then it for the next until 44 or 20 years or something, it will be then big change. So I don't even know to say you what this could be, but currently everybody is talking about a lot about spiritual awareness, getting a little bit more and so on. So who knows, it can be big change, but it can be just big change in the sense that you decide to sell your house. Practical as that. Okay, advice for this is from the plant. A rose and a love. Okay, so maybe the change is something to do with the love, because you know there is the rose, and rose have beautiful thing. It's very beautiful, but then it has also thorns. So yeah, losing love can be really traumatic. I'm gonna read now to you from this Rose and Love, because this is one of the, when I want to connect to your inner child, this is one of the main messages that I want to give you from the plants, because there is like a medicine, there is even astrology connected to this. So let's see. 12. Rose. And I might read this all of it because it's such an interesting thing. Keywords first, for example. Union, bliss, unconditional love, merging with the other, oneness, nourishment, purity. So in ancient texts in Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine, the rose had a prominent presence, particularly in relation to balancing the emotions, relieving the heart of depression and grief, and treating psycho-spiritual imbalances. The rose is sacred to Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty. Since ancient times and across cultures, the rose was associated to love, passion, and commitment and lust. The Romans, Greeks, and occult societies suspended roses from the ceiling at meetings that were held in the strictest of confidence. Interesting. Roses represent all aspects of the goddess, the almighty creatrix, the ability to love, nurture, experience joy, and see beauty in all things. A flower so popular that it has come to be associated with weddings and rituals of union. Roses fill vases, are worn by the participants and guests, and are often strewn to bring divine blessings to the couple's love. The herbs of Venus are feminine, gentle, relaxing, and balancing. Medicinally, rose has the power to uplift mood, nourish the heart and cardiovascular system. It makes an excellent uterine tonic that supports fertility and vitality. The antiseptic nature of rose makes it an excellent remedy for wounds and bruises. It also relieves spasm in the respiratory system, gut, intestinal tracts, and muscles. Rose's medicinal and energetic qualities resemble the archetypal nature of both Venus and the moon. Wow, it's such a beautiful inner child message of like love with rose. Wow, kind of like the mother love or the goddess love. Guidance, I'm gonna read this still because this is gonna be beautiful. Friday is already the goddess of love day. So here we have rose. It's time to allow for greater love in your life. Allow the dance of trust and intimacy to heal and open your heart. Like the rose, you are rising from harsh soil through the path of thorns and challenges as you grow and blossom in your spiritual journey. Look deep into your heart and see where you might need more love and affection. The white dove reminds us that through childhood trust, there is a white dove even flying here somewhere. Okay, that's good. Next thing is something childhood, right? The white dove reminds us that through childlike trust, we can navigate the most challenging of pathways with an undertone of joy and presence. Remember, you understand how love is the doorway, and through this sacred embodiment, you are able to birth anything into manifestation. Let all creativity, all sexual and nurturing connection be attuned to the vibrational powers of unconditional love. Wow, beautiful. This is spirit animal, even the dove coming like telling about childlike trust. Wow, so it is kind of like maybe this is almost talking about ending of an old you and then being much more loving, releasing lovingly what doesn't serve you anymore, like a house that is not anymore for you. I also see these kind of flowers here. This is very spring. this kind of, I don't remember the name now, maybe I put in the description box later, but I know I was living in Rome and there was like this in the springtime, this kind of violet flowers, very beautiful. So then the shadow that you don't see, that was card in this situation. 10 of Pentacles, family, and transformation. Okay, that is always a transformation. And the family here, what about it? Maybe I read from this book because I want to have a clearance. And actually, I realized just now I didn't even read about the trout. Did I? Did I? Am I getting because I was having the previous reading and then I think I didn't read about the trout. I think before anything, because fishes, they also go to like they need to go to the upstream to the where they are from. Trout, because that's the theme. The purification is your theme. What's the number? Now I have to release it from this. It's very late. Okay, let's move this couple. Let's have a little interaction here with the fish. Where are you? Look like this. Yeah, sometimes it's really hard when there is no certain numbers of the page. There's no page number here. And me with the Roman numbers, I'm not so good, but I found purification. I'm gonna read that now because let's go into the what could be. Maybe you need to purify your love life because you are selling the house. You have something family thing transformating. Both the throat and a lily of the valley symbolize return and restoration. A river or lake teeming with trout indicates a balanced and healthy ecosystem. Conservation efforts at rewilding streams often focus on reintroducing trout to their native habitats once rivers have been decontaminated and barriers such as dams removed. Likewise, in the Victorian language of flowers, the lily of the valley communicates a return to happiness. This is perhaps due to the legend of Saint Leonard, a hermit said to have slain the last dragon in England. Wherever the blood of the dragon was spilled, lilies of the valley grew. And once the dragon was killed, Saint Leonard returned to his life of peaceful solitude. Lily of the valley is also such a spring flower. I had the previous piles too, kind of nice spring related flowers, but this is nice. You can see this period, even Lily of the valley. And then be thinking like, that this lilies of the valley grew when the dragon was built. Next time you see this, think about that. But the message of this trout for you will be your difficulties are subsiding and happiness will soon be restored. Now is the perfect time for quiet meditation and deep introspection. And there we go here, introspection. Like also, this is in the shadow that you are not aware, but maybe this family scene here. Of course, now is Easter and you are surrounded by family. This is very natural, but maybe you are needing the advice to this. You are needing this silent introspection. This is what you really need. Of course, the loving family around is really nurturing and really beautiful thing, but sometimes truly transformation happen when we are alone. We have to be facing ourselves and or then addressing our needs to the people. Inner child healing in the sense that you have a voice, you are like having your own sense of self strongly to say what you need. And maybe in this case of inner child healing coming to me is that, okay, you are having maybe some struggles in your life, whatever it is. Are you selling a house? Are you at the end of a relationship? And you need alone time to heal. Even do you need family can be your healing space. You need to state what you truly need from other people. Yes. And not isolate in this. Yeah, this is also coming to me strongly, like often in the difficult situation, if there will be a real death or if there will be something, the natural reaction is to isolate, that we would isolate. But actually it's connection is always healing, and just try to find a way, even the little way now Easter you can connect. But you need purification, as this fish is saying. So maybe there was a huge fight with the dragon, whatever dragon that was, and you need now see clear what just happened. And we're gonna read about this transformation. So number 16. Maybe this give something extra to this. So there would be a plant called mullein. I'm gonna put in the description box all these plants so you can Google later if you want to know more. Mullein brings awareness and light to consciousness and understanding of one's higher purpose. And then amethyst is coming here. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's very, very like a crown chakra energy here also, beautifully. Amethyst aids in transformation. Sometimes a change of habits is enough. Other times, only a complete transformation will do it. It is time to gain a fuller understanding of your soul's purpose, and that will require transformation, a rearranging of your worldview and practices that bring your actions in line with your ideals. Reach for the embrace your highest vision of yourself. And affirmation. I seek transformation. I have a higher vision for myself and move towards it, step by step. I release my old self and embrace who I am becoming. Beautiful. I see this change was indeed shown here, and then you are now looking for this kind of higher purpose. And amethyst can really be a beautiful crystal to accompany you. Of course, this gives you willpower, this yellow aventurine and solar plexus chakra. It's like your solar energy. So remember the positive also in all of this transformation. Don't, the advice, affirmation of this reading would be like, don't isolate yourself. Connection is your power to find connection. Even if a little thing you can connect with somebody else. Of course, the big transformation happen with yourself. So inner work and inner healing is very important for inner child, but just find the links and the connections point also to your tribe, to your family, to your people around you. Don't do this transformation totally alone. Don't stay in the dark alone. This was even your shadow cards. So I would say this, don't stay in the dark alone. And then there is still from the shaman stream, there is still advice of all this reading. So here we have spirit of the river, movement toward adventure, beautifully coming the water again with this already the lily of the valley grows kind of in the wet place, I think, a little bit. And then the trout is in the water, and there we have a spirit of the river, movement toward adventure. What is your adventure when you are taking action with your solar plexus chakra? Interesting. I love your cards. Amazing. Wow. Beautiful cards. Spirit of river. Movement towards adventure. Let's show this. Maybe we put them here. Can she hold it? It's like a heart. I mean, in my opinion, in my point of view, it makes hard, but okay. A little bit. Spirit of river. Movement toward adventure, addiction to problems. Okay, this is something indeed you should not stay alone with the problems. Allowing and trusting the current. Let's show this thing here also, because I think this could be meaningful also for you. The spirit of the river invites you to step into the flow, to stop swimming against or avoiding the current. Allow the waters to carry you downstream, away from the eddies and whirlpools. It's time to heal, the call of a new adventure waiting for you. Stop working on the problem for a while. The issue is not what it seems. It is your addiction to fixing what has gone bad that is consuming so much of your time. Work to create a greater good, and the bad will resolve itself on its own. There is nothing that you can accomplish with more efforting, as the situations in your life right now are subjects to forces beyond your control. Recognize this, step back, and trust the flow. There is no loss of face. There is no loss of face or lack of honor or integrity. It is simply the way things are at the moment. When this card appears, it is time to say yes to the next leg of your journey. Your life is like a river, inevitable and inexorably flowing to the sea, which is your divine destination. Be fearless and release yourself to the rushing water in the middle of the stream. Whatever it is you are holding on to, the feelings, the thoughts, the beliefs about how things are or how they should or could be, can be fixed easily with the power of spirit of the river. Simply let go and enjoy the thrill of the ride. All will be well. Wow, that card here was something. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful energy for you. And I end my reading to this. I think I said everything I need to say. I have now these two readings in the same. I will link in the description box the first one if you're interested in that also. And thank you for watching this Zoom reading and my Shadow Sister new video. And if you liked it, press the like button. And if you have something, ideas to say to me, for example, something that came from this reading, like you realize something with the change, like what is the change? And if you know something about the Pluto transit and the change of that, please let me know, because I'm still learning about it. I'm actually very eager to know all about the Pluto in Aquarius. And it would be nice to know in the comment section if somebody has this knowledge, what that change is for all of us. So thank you for this, that you watched this video, and see you next time. Bye.